Hey everybody. Okay, so I'm coming on live because I'm not feeling too well today. I'm not feeling too well in terms of physically. I feel a little bit sick. I think because it's been raining, so I know what time is it right now? Okay, it's 8:12 p.m. here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm literally laying in bed right now. I did a lot of tarot readings today and did some filming for this channel's vlog as well as my other channel. I have a secret channel, by the way, but it's a secret. So I've just been working a lot. Hi, Runes of Kaizen. Hello, how are you doing? Morning or good evening, Chelsea. Yeah, it's nighttime here in Malaysia. Have you guys checked out the latest mini vlogs? I've been posting all the mini vlogs lately. I think I've posted like 3 videos already. Um, so I feel like, where are you from, by the way? Runes of Kaizen. Where are you at? Which country? I'm just really tired and I'm feeling kind of sick because I don't know. Again, I must have worked too much. I did so many tarot readings and it just took a toll on me. And you know what? I really love doing vlogs, like all these mini vlogs. It's very relaxing for me, especially if I don't stress about it, think about it, like, like try to make it perfect and edit it, and all the fancy editing. It would take me like sometimes even 2 days to be done with editing vlogs for my travel channel. But so I decided I'm just gonna keep it like super simple so that I can, you know post something for you guys to watch. And And I, I also noticed that I started to like vlogs that are just ASMR. Not completely, but just relaxing, very relaxed kind of vlog, daily vlog. Runes of Kaizen. I'm from Houston, Texas, USA. Nice. Um, I've never been to Texas. I lived in the States for 8 years, but I've never been to Texas. And you know what? I love the accent. I wish I could speak like that. But um, have you guys been to Malaysia before? The funniest thing is, let me show you guys. I was just laying in bed because I'm just so exhausted, guys. But this is the view, the night view from my apartment. And if you came from my tarot channel, oh, it's dark. You see this table a lot. And let me show you. I'm in my kitchen now. It's dark, but it's good that it's dark so you can see the lights, view of all the buildings. Somebody commented saying that I'm not in KL, Malaysia. I am. Can you see the Twin Towers? That's the Twin Towers. I think that was like a Hollywood movie that was filmed at the Twin Towers. And this, what do you call this? Pink little light is the KL Tower. So these towers, they change, the lights depends on the events, but it's actually very beautiful. A lot of people think that Malaysia is backwards, but it's not, you know. It's not backwards at all. It's really It's really modern and it's super convenient to get to from one place to another. Okay, I'm gonna go back to like laying in bed. Cause guys, I'm so tired, but I thought I'll come on here and chat with you guys because I haven't been really active on this channel. Runes of Kaizen. No, I haven't been to Malaysia before. It is one of my lists to visit when I visit Vietnam again one day. So you've been to Vietnam. It's awesome. How did you like it? How did you like it in Vietnam? I lived in Vietnam for I think I don't know 3 months, 2 to 3 months, probably even 4. But I was sick too when I was in Vietnam. I stayed in Hoi An and Da Nang, and that was I had the worst food poisoning ever. I was hospitalized. Which part of Vietnam did you go to? Ruins of Kaizen. Um, when I was in Vietnam, I thought that was like my last stop before I came back to Malaysia. Because I was like, suddenly I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I've been traveling for 3 years. And what if something was to happen to me in like another country? Because I had like a really bad food poisoning and I was hospitalized for like, I was on drip for like days, many days. And I thought to myself, like, OMG, what if I really got so sick and if something really, really bad happens and I'm so far away from my country? So I decided, okay, this is gonna be my last stop because, you know, I've traveled enough for 3 years nonstop. And maybe I took it as a sign too that, I took it as a sign that maybe the universe tried to tell me, go home. You've had enough fun. Go home already. What are you still doing? Like, I was pushing it. I was pushing it, kept traveling nonstop, and oftentimes I told myself, like, maybe I should come home soon. And then, no, next destination, go to another one, another one. Next thing you know, 3 years passed by. I visited there for a month, Ruins of Kaizen. I visited there for a month and met my ex-wife. I visited Nha Trang, Halong Bay, Vung Tau, and Hanoi. My honeymoon with my ex-wife. I wished I had your problems, Chelsea. Hey, but everybody has problems. Everybody has their own set of problems. Even the millionaires, billionaires, they have their own problems. But I had problems traveling. I was getting actually I was getting a little bit annoyed for the fact that I constantly had to like pack my luggages. And one thing that made me, it made me realize like it's actually, to be honest, super exhausting to be like constantly traveling and and being in like in a new country. Actually, in Vietnam, I was feeling safest, the least safe, because the moment I got off the airport, I almost got scammed. And it was scary because this guy was pretending to be my Grab driver, took my phone and deleted my actual booking, and just started grabbing my luggages and then say, I'm your Grab driver, come. And you know what? And on top of that, few other Grab drivers, fake Grab drivers, by the way, they came to me like as if I was stupid. Like, how could I have so many Grab drivers? They kept saying, "No, no, I'm your Grab driver." The other guy said, another guy said, "No, no, no, I'm your Grab driver." I'm like, and showing me their phone, showing me, like, like holding their phone up, like, see, see. And they thought I wouldn't actually look at it. Obviously, I looked at it. I was so upset. Hi, Wing Hong Neo. Where are you from? Live stream? Now this is cool, lol. You were the one. You were the one who said I'm not in KL, in Kuala Lumpur. I am in KL. So, Runes of Kaizen, did you marry a Vietnamese? Or did you meet like someone, did you meet someone who is also traveling? Sorry, experienced that. Scammers, pickpockets are everywhere in Vietnam. Yeah, and I stayed at a hotel and there were two girls from the Netherlands. It was scary for them too, because one time they returned from being outside. I don't know where they went. Both of them they returned and they was so traumatized. And I was like, what happened? And they said, oh my gosh, because they took like you know, the bikes, like a Grab bike or something. So they both got on two bikes, and the moment they arrived, they sent them to whichever their destination was. They, as they opened their wallet, there was like a lot of cash, and they just took all of the cash, and suddenly they were surrounded by like 5 or 6 Vietnamese guys, and basically they robbed them during daylight. And I guess because they're girls, so they saw that as an opportunity. Like, oh, if it was a guy, maybe they wouldn't be that brazen. Runes of Kaizen. I'm Vietnamese and half Chinese. I met and married my ex-wife in Vietnam and brought her to the US. Ah, I see. Okay, so now you're in Texas. And is your wife still in Texas? Or did she return to Vietnam? So you, yeah, but I also lived in the States for 8 years, but in Rhode Island. Yeah. Wing Hong Neo. Yeah, I'm that guy. Where are you from? By the way, your name sounds Asian, but then if you were Asian Malaysian, then you would have known this is Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But this is where I'm at right now on my bed. If you guys have seen the vlogs, you know it's like facing this window. Normally would just sit there and do so many readings. You know, I do up to like oh, 30 readings per day, and it's so energetically exhausting. And when I take a break and I do like some mini vlogs, I feel more relaxed, you know, just change of I guess scenery. No, oh, what do you call that? Just a change, you know, when you do something for like so much every single day, it gets so overwhelming, and you know, it goes all the way up to your head like a boiling point, like, so okay, I can't do this. I need a break. That was why I started doing the mini vlogs. I was like, you know what, let me do something with my other channel, because I haven't been posting much except for like shorts, you know. But I love doing shorts. Actually, it's super fun. um Super fun to vlog, to be honest. And I love doing tarot reading too, but I'm normally in like a very serious mode when I do tarot reading, and it's a serious thing, right? Because I have to convey the right messages, especially for like when I do personal readings. I have to make sure I'm super accurate, and I would really focus, and it takes up a lot of my energy. I'm born and raised in Texas, and she's still in Texas and share 2 kids, and we both share custody. And how old are you? Runes of Kaizen. I'm getting to work at the Texas Renaissance Festival as a tarot and runes reader. And I know you feel and how taxing on a body can be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good luck on that. Good luck. I don't think I've gone to I've done like bazaar. Like I have a friend who had she organized like a bazaar and she asked me, "Hey, would you like to have like a little booth there and try doing some tarot reading?" And I thought it would be fun, it would be fun, and I did it like once or twice. It was actually fun, and I was with my ex-boyfriend at that time, so he kept me company, so I didn't mind it. Wing Hong Neo, I'm Malaysian Chinese, yeah, but I haven't been home for a long time these days, mostly in China. Ah, okay, makes sense. Be when was the last time you came back to Malaysia? Because if you haven't been back for a long time, then a lot has changed in Malaysia. You're 41, you're a Libra. Cool. Yeah, I've heard so many stories, and I was googling that too when I first started tarot reading. I was like, why am I so exhausted every single time? Because it really takes up, your energy. And I also have a friend, and he started doing tarot reading and something like what you're doing as well, runes, like some kind of reading, but and he's Indonesian because I lived in Bali for like 9 months. So he told me, and he's like, oh my gosh, I understand completely how you feel, because he said he only did like 2 readings on what, like one day, and he said and he slept for like 2 days after that. He said I didn't know why. He couldn't understand why. Like, why was he so exhausted? Imagine he only did like 2 readings, while me, I do sometimes up to 30 readings a day. Whew. Anyways, yeah, so when I come to this channel and I start posting, if I go live, I just want like to, change a little bit, just do something a little bit different, because it just becomes too much, and I don't want to stop doing tarot reading, obviously, and a lot of people say that I'm very accurate and stuff, so I don't want to, I'm actually good at what I do, but I just need a break. But sometimes when I take a break, my viewers or my subscribers get upset because I haven't posted, or that they start to get really concerned, like why haven't I been posting? But anyways, so runes of Kaizen, your kids, your 2 kids, is it a boy and a girl, or both boys or both girls? Wing Hong Niu, thanks for the chat. I gotta run, Chelsea. Nice chatting with you. Same here. Yeah, I was from Penang and I have been in China for wow, long time. 18 years it's a long time. Gotta go have fun. Good night. Yeah, good night. Wing, Penang has like the best food ever. So delicious, the food in Penang. And Kaizen, you have to come here. You have to come to Malaysia one day. Um, it's actually very different from Vietnam. I mean, of course, we are like all Asian, but it's not the same, right? You have to come to Malaysia to see it for yourself. When I was living in the States, and that was like so long ago, even then we were already quite, advanced. But all of my, we already had like twin towers by then. And I met a few friends, like American friends, and at work, and they asked me, like, oh, one of them asked me, is Malaysia like, do you guys still live on a tree? I don't know if he was being sarcastic, or he really truly didn't know and really thought that we were still living on a tree. You know, it was funny, but also not so funny at the same time. Uh, I showed him pictures and he was like, wow, I didn't expect that, right? But anyway, he can be really, really bitchy. So, you know, he probably was like both sarcastic and probably ignorant. Let me see. I never get upset if you don't post because I understand. Thank you. I have a son that is 4 and a daughter that is 7. Oh, they're still young. If I visit Malaysia, you have to be my guide. um, I wish I could. Do you know, like, you're not the first person who have asked me that. Like, even on like tarot, on my tarot channels, I have like few. I think they're male, and you know the thing is, I want to, but at the same time, you know, the only subscriber I've met up was a female, and she lived in Milan, and I was in Milan while I was traveling, and I figured, you know, she's a lady and she was really sweet, very pretty girl, and I didn't mind it because she was a girl. But then if it was a guy, I'm a little bit more hesitant because, you know, I just need to be extra careful, you know, especially when I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you or anybody. I just feel like I need to be a bit careful because even before I started my YouTube channel, I had, you know, stalkers and stuff, and they have made a lot of threats, and I don't even know who they were, you know. They kind of just wanted my attention, and I didn't pay them any attention. I can't. I just can't with I just can't please everybody. I can't reply to everybody's messages. Like, I'm so spent, you know. My energy is so spent, but I appreciate like each and every one of you. Some of you are like way more supportive than any of my friends, my own friends, or even my own family. I'm not saying all of them are like that, okay? Like some of them, you just feel like, wait a minute, like my subscribers or my viewers, you know, my followers on Instagram, sometimes like they're even way more caring, way more understanding, much sweeter, like kinder to me than my own friends or my own like family members. So it's like it makes me wonder, it makes me think, right? But also at the same time, I just want to be extra careful, you know. But maybe one day, I can't say like 100% for sure, okay? But I'll consider. Really depends. And you know what I was also thinking? Because I need to get out. I I'm always at home filming. And if I do go out, I go to like to party with my friends. And I've actually thought of doing something slightly different, you know, besides all my channels and everything. I've always thought of wanting to be a tour guide. Like maybe like Airbnb tour guide. I think it would be nice. It would be fun just to interact, but I just don't have the time to pursue that right now. Maybe one day when I'm like, I don't know, much older. when when I'm much older, I don't know if I can walk anymore, you know. This is why I travel. I travel because most people think that, oh, you travel when you're older, when you retire, but when you're retired, you're already, you know, you can't like really physically walk or enjoy too much, you know. Like, I think people should be traveling while they are younger and then just kind of settle down a little bit more when they're older. I totally understand, Chelsea. Don't worry, maybe one day. Why not own a travel agency one day? Don't know, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. You know, actually, I like my life to be simple. Yeah, I like my life to be simple. I don't like to, like, even if I have like my own maybe tour guide company, it's gonna be small, it's gonna be simple and customized. Like it's more like or personalized rather than, like a big company and have so many staff and blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know if that's for me, and even I don't like clutters. I don't like to have to keep a lot of things or deal with a lot of people like business wise. I just want like peace, serenity, calm, um, simple. I, you know, that's the thing, right? It's supposed to be simple. Try to achieve something simple, but it always gets complicated. Let me see. Hi DLC, how are you? I just want to keep things simple. Like you see my place if you've been watching the recent vlogs. I keep things very simple. I don't like clutters. I like to organize because I'm a Virgo. What's your sign, Kaizen? And what's your sign, DLC? I like if my place is clean and organized and I can find my things easily, I will feel like less stressful. And my mom is Pisces, and she's like an opposite of me. She keeps a lot of things, like, and even like a piece of, say, wrapping paper, or like a bunch of wrapping papers that she has been keeping, and they're full of dust already because it's been there for like 10 years. She's like, no, I'm saving it because maybe one day I'm gonna need it to wrap something. And nobody really wraps anything these days. I mean, that depends if you live, if you celebrate Christmas. But in this day and age, I don't know. Like for me and my friends, we don't even wrap anything anymore. We just put it in like paper bag, you know, and even nobody write cards anymore. Everything is virtual. But anyway, she keeps a lot of stuff, right? And because of sentimental value, she has sentiment, or she thinks it's gonna be useful 10 years down the road. For me, I'm more like getting rid of stuff, giving it away, because it's not worth the stress. And the more things you have, the harder it is to clean, and you gather all the dust and everything, and oh no, thank you. DLC, I'm good and good, thank you. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm just like not feeling very well. Like, I'm feeling a little bit feverish, because I've been just working nonstop, just too much work. I thought I would just like come on here and kind of relax and talk to you guys. Runes of Kaizen, Libra Sun, Pisces Moon, and Scorpio Rising. Okay, so your air and water. DLC, Capricorn, Sun, Leo, Cancer. Okay. Water, fire, and earth. For me, mine is I'm a Virgo, Sun, Moon is Cancer, Rising is Sagittarius. Uh, oh, fever. I hope you feel better. It's not like I don't have like like a really, really bad fever. Just I'm starting to feel a little bit warm. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm getting sick. And also I was feeling kind of like weak and super exhausted and tired. And my nose is a little bit like stuffy because I have allergies. And when I don't get enough sleep and I work too much, I would tend to get sick, and that's normal for me. So I know the pattern, I know how my body is. But yeah, I just needed a break from, and I've been enjoying just putting the vlogs together, right? Filming it. I was like, okay, it's nice to like, move away from the tarot for a bit and just film something else. Um, yeah, but let me see. You guys, I broke one of my glasses today. Begin stages. Oh, fever. Begin stages. Yeah, it's like the beginning stage. That's why I told myself, okay, just finish some of these personal readings and rest. Just lay down. But it's a little bit too early for me to fall asleep. So I was just laying in bed, although understanding that I need to rest. I told myself, yeah, maybe you should just go live and chat. Chat with your viewers, with your subscribers. And you know what? This is like, I guess this is amazing, but this is also something I never expected, right? Some of my subscribers, they are way kinder to me than my own friends who or certain family members whom have like betrayed me or made use of me or being rude to me, all kinds of stuff. I guess, the closer you are to some people, the more you will start to see their true colors. And I'm very hesitant to be too kind these days. I used to be way too kind and also kind of like innocent. Too innocent for my own good. Like I couldn't get the cue. Like for example, if somebody is being fake to me or being mean to me, I just never took it as that. And I wasn't even into relationships, boys. I wasn't intimate with someone until like very, very much older. It wasn't like something I thought of. I was more into like volleyball or activities like sports and uh Girl Scout, all kind, like singing, all of these things that I was really into, like, or reading a lot of books. And I guess I was kind of nerdy, but not completely though. Yeah, so I guess I was like such a late bloomer, or I was really innocent for a very long time. And then I gotta be less innocent because, you know, I started experiencing people doing all kinds of stuff to me, behind my back or in front of me, whatever it could be. That was how I learned, like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought everybody was like me, innocent. And I never knew what innocence was. I just thought this is just normal. You're just being human, you know. I'm like that too, Chelsea. An adorable nerd. I guess my mom loves to read, and she was nerdy and she still is nerdy. When the internet when she started to learn how to, work the internet, the computer and everything. Wow, it was like a candy store for her, right? She could read so many things. She loves to read. So I guess she instilled a lot of these things um onto me and my half brother, my half sister. They read a lot too. They would go to MPH, sit down like on the floor, and just would be reading the books like for hours while my mom goes shopping for food or whatever. So, yeah, my environment was like we love to read, but also I was like very, very active, like in sports and those kind of stuff. I always thought guys were like, ew. It was always like ew to me. Like, don't touch me, don't, I don't know. And I'm And then, of course, you grow older, you become more mature, and you learn a lot of new things. But I don't know why, but recently I've been looking back into my past and just thinking, wow, the world actually forced me not to be that innocent anymore, because, it's survival. You gotta survive. If you're so innocent, people gotta like walk all over you. And so I became somebody that, to be honest, I don't like to be that person. I don't like to be the bitch. I don't like to be aggressive. I don't like to be, defensive and all kinds of like these type of traits where I feel like I may have somehow developed to protect myself from being taken advantage of, or, you know, being treated unfairly. It's like constantly feeling like I gotta I gotta protect myself, defend myself, else I'll get hurt. Whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, can be anything. But I don't, why do we have to be that way? Why can't we all just be nice and innocent? It's a question that it's a question that I still, am looking for the answers to. And I've been kind of religious lately too. I got a picture of Jesus in my phone because if any guy, and you know what? It has been like few months now. Guys who have been chasing after me, even my exes, I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, I might reply every now and then, but I just couldn't be bothered, because unless if they behave like a gentleman, or if they're good, kind, if I see a red flag or two, I just couldn't be bothered. I just don't want to waste my time. I'd rather be spending my time just vlogging, working, making my life, like my surrounding beautiful, organizing. And if I do go out and party, I normally would just have so much fun with my girlfriends, catching up with my girlfriends. Don't even care about the guys unless they're like cool and I see them more like platonic, or that I see them like more like a brother or something. Then, and if they're also kind of like fun, likes to dance, like it's just like that, nothing more than that. Like, I don't even want to go further. I don't want to again waste my time. And especially when I can already see like it's not gonna work out. Do you know what I mean? DLC, true. They walk over you, yes. Agree. Yeah, so this is like, I think not many people have. The friend zone sucks too. Ruins of guys. I friend zone so many guys. I mean, the thing is, I can't really make friends with guys, like really, really close with my guy friends. It's very like mostly most of them are like very surface level, except there was one. Um, I wasn't attracted to him at all. That was how I knew like I can't be friends with a guy, like platonic, because at the back of their mind they're actually expecting more. They're like bonding with you as a friend, but they actually expect they expect something else, or something more, something to grow. And if I'm not interested in a guy like right off the bat, I'm not like attracted, I'm not interested, I will friend zone them and they will stay in that friend zone. I don't think I've had any guys in my life where we're just friends and then it turns romantic. Never ever. If I friend zone someone, I mean it. Like, that's it. You're my friend. I'm not attracted to you. I'm not interested in you. And how I found out was when he said to me, when he met a new girl, right? And they started to date each other. And I was really happy for him because he had like a very bad breakup before this new girl. And I actually did a, a tarot reading for him, and he got, and I told him he was going to get into a relationship. But the funniest thing was that he thought I was going to be the one getting in a relationship with him, but no, it was another girl, which he did end up getting in a relationship with the other girl. And he asked me when he started dating her and things were starting to get serious, and he asked me, Chelsea, I have to ask you a question. I said, yeah, like innocently. I was shocked. I didn't even expect it, right? And he said, are you sure you're not like interested in me, like romantically? Basically, that was what she was trying to say. He was trying to say. I was caught off guard. I was like, what? Why is he? You see how innocent I've always been. Like I didn't even know. I was clueless, and I didn't even think of him in such, a manner. But and I didn't want to hurt his feelings, so I didn't want to say like, normally I'm super blunt. My mom calls me like a laser. Like I'm very blunt and very honest. I go straight to the point. But then because, I did care about him like as a friend, I didn't want to like hurt his feelings. So I just said, I would have said, "What? Are you kidding me? All this while like blah blah blah." You all this while you thought I was interested in, like you thought this could turn into something. I was that shocked, but I didn't say it that way. I took a few seconds and I go like, okay, I don't want to hurt his feelings. So let me just say this. So I chose my words very carefully. I just said, "Hey, I'm really happy for you that you got a, new girlfriend, and she's absolutely lovely and you should go for it." And then he asked, "Are you sure?" I said, "I've always seen you as a friend and I care about you as a friend." And that was it. And he was like, "Okay." And then he got into a relationship with that girl. And I'm so happy for him. They're still together. It's been like, I don't know, years already. I hope he's not watching this, but I don't think he follows. I don't think he's subscribed to any of my channels. But anyways, places and foods. Blunt is good. Hi, Wilson, right? Hi, Wilson. What makes a man interesting to you or grabs your attention? Runes. I can get kind of carried away sometimes when I start telling stories. I'm so sorry. Um, what makes a man? Yeah, ask me questions, cause I love to answer. What makes a man interesting to you or grabs your attention? I think it has changed over time, or maybe it hasn't. But I would say someone who shares to grab the attention, just like the attention itself. I would say someone talented, or they have to have like something, like they have to be very interested in something and they're so into it. For example, I was with somebody for like 8 years and he was really into music, right? And the way, and when I see a guy being really passionate about something that they do, whatever it could be, yeah, it can be anything. It could be music, it could be reading books, it could be, but but not as a gamer. Unless they're making money from gaming. Because I have an ex who is into like gaming, but it was just like his pastime, but he would spend hours just gaming. I mean, he works. He's like an engineer. So he works during the day, he comes home, and the first thing he does is go smoke a blunt and then start gaming, right? And that's his life, like day in, day out. And I broke up with him because I felt like I cannot see myself being with somebody, although he was so passionate in gaming. But to me, it's used like it's too excessive, number one. And also that weed thing. He was very passionate about smoking weed too. You know, like you will see him like the happiest when his dealer comes to like send comes to like, you know, deliver his little goods. And I've never taken drugs in my whole life, believe it or not, because a lot of my friends do. Like I used to be a model, so a lot of models, they take drugs, they're into these things, and I'm not. You know, I guess again back to how I'm actually super innocent. um Not me, ha ha ha, places and food. Oh, okay. Sounds like the name sounds like my other friend. He's also a YouTuber. That's why men should be honest and upfront about their feelings and intentions in the very beginning. Yes. I think, yeah, you know, because I think he knew I wasn't attracted to him. I think his best bet would be if he was to try to like slowly make me like him, or to be, you know, interested in him, or through maybe his actions. He's somebody very caring and, you know, intelligent as well, and we could really communicate. I like being able to communicate with someone. I think communication is like number one, if anything at all. I'm attracted to a guy when they are like super passionate in something, whatever it could be, and rather than, you know, constantly going out drinking or partying. Once in a while is okay, but not like a habit. Every single weekends, every night, drinking, partying. I mean, I party too, but I maybe a couple of times a month or something, because I have priorities, right? And when I do tarot reading, I can't be hungover all the time. I gotta be in the right state of mind. I gotta be calm. I can't be drunk all the time. I can't be, you know, having hangover, headache all the time. And even now, I'm not feeling that well. And it's got nothing to do with drinking or partying. But for me, when I do that, it's because I just need to release myself. You know, like I can't be all serious, like the whole entire month, just be serious and working and nonstop. Like I love to dance and things like that. But I think I want a man who doesn't drink too much, doesn't party too much, doesn't do drugs. I don't like men who do drugs. Even if it's weed, I don't like it. I hate the smell. Hate the smell. And I hate how it makes them so lazy and forgetful. Trust me, I've even my 8 years ex relationship, you know, he was a pothead, and been there, done that, you know. And then after that, this other my French ex engineer, he was also a pothead. Why do I keep getting all of these potheads? And they always say like you attract who you are or something like that. You know that saying? I'm not a pothead. I don't take drugs. Why do I keep attracting these people? You know, sometimes you just wonder, is it because they see me as like innocent, and or I'm somebody, you know, just opposite from them? Of course, I didn't know it was a problem until, you know, you live with them and stay, and then you see that it became like, okay, this is not just like a one-time thing. I didn't even know they smoke weed, you know, until you actually moved in together and do the whole relationship thing, and then you see it like a pattern, a daily thing, and then you go like, I don't know if this is gonna work out, man. Um, you like guys who are chill, funny, and easygoing. Got to go bit chat again. It's quite common. Some men just try to hit. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. You like guys who are chill, funny, and easygoing. I do like funny guys, I must say. Because they make me laugh. Like wit is important. Someone witty, you know, funny. Um, to be I talk a lot. Like this is part of my job, right? Like I talk a lot. But to be honest, if like my one of my exes, right, the one I was with the longest, like 8 years, he loves to talk. He loves to talk, right? And if I'm in a relationship with somebody who loves to talk, I'll be so happy to just let them talk, and I'll just listen and laugh as they joke around or whatever. Um, because Virgo is like a mutable sign, so we can adjust. And for me, if I don't have to talk as much, I'll be happy not to talk as much. I'll be just listening. Entertain me, be funny, entertain me. All I gotta do is laugh. Um, Funny, I think is good. You don't have to be so funny, but it's definitely attractive to be funny or witty. Intelligence is important, or if you're not that intelligent, you be talented at something. But I feel like those are like, I don't even know if that's having talents, if that's even that important. I think communication is definitely the most important, because if you say the wrong thing and you misunderstand each other, then it causes like fights or like, yeah, I think communication is definitely number one, the most. And also, of course, compromise, blah blah blah, all of those things that are needed in order to sustain a relationship. Let me see. You like, yes, me too. I'm strong silent type. I love it to have a lady who can talk all and funny. Yeah, if you let me be, I can talk a lot. If, say for example, if the guy is very extremely quiet, I don't mind that either. That means, okay, I'll just take on the role where I'll be the one who talks. But if you're the talkative one, I'll let you talk. I don't have to be the one who talks all the time. Like, I don't have to be. I'm not, like, to me it's much easier if I don't have to talk. It's like you do the talking. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it's balance. It depends on my partner, how they are, who they are, how they, communicate. And you just kind of like, I don't think, I think like when I was traveling, right, for 3 years, and I met many different guys, but I often found it very difficult to communicate with them because a lot of them don't speak like very good English. I'm not saying like not speaking good English is a problem. It can be a problem when you miss, like what I said, you s- you end up misunderstanding each other, because if you don't understand what I'm trying to say, and if you thought I was saying this, but actually I was trying to say this, then it's gonna be, there will be conflict because of that. And I've dated another French guy briefly, and guess what? His English speaking level was maybe a 2 out of 10. But to me, I was like, it's okay, like I can learn French one day, or we can just Google Translate. But it became a problem too. Eventually, I was like, okay, no, I can't be with a guy who can't speak much English. Forget about that. And then uh, there was one guy. He's Australian. And I don't know, Australian, when they speak English, it's like a whole nother language, right? But I kind of got used to it after a while. And then I met an Italian guy. I was dating him while I was in Genoa. And his English was maybe just slightly better than the other French guy. It was like maybe 4. Okay, 4 out of 10. Also, communication issues, and I didn't speak Italian, so it didn't work out. I don't think he follows my channels. I don't think he does. And he still texts me every now and then, but it's just one word Ciao. Or he still calls me baby when we're not together anymore. and I just sometimes ignore. Most times I ignore because it's like I don't know how to talk to you because you know I don't speak much. I don't speak Italian at all, and you don't speak much English. How are we supposed to communicate? So okay, forget it. So now I know I cannot date anybody who doesn't speak good English. Um, and when I say good, it means like at least gotta be at a 7 out of 10. Yeah, less than that, difficult, very difficult, and it gets so frustrating. I love your light tree. Thank you. This one right here. Yeah. That's I got them online. Actually, none of my stuff here is like that expensive. I mean, I rented this apartment and it came with almost everything except for like a TV. And this table I got them online, everything I got them. But I did hire somebody to come and like put them together because something has changed too. When I was like living in the States, I could put together like an IKEA like dresser drawer, like 5 dresser drawers I could put together like by myself. Now I can't anymore. I don't know why. Now I'm complete. I think maybe IKEA's instructions are way clearer than these like from online because they usually come like from China or somewhere and then the instructions are not very clear and it's so tiny. As I just gave out, I can't even put these things together. But none of these things are like that, pricey. It's kind of like it's super affordable because I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here, and it's easier to part ways with things that aren't so expensive. Some of my things are only if I can, like I know I will. Those things are gonna be with me like long term and I need like good quality for it to, sustain. But anyways, let me see. Yeah, some food instructions are not clear. I agree. A fully furnished apartment. Oh, not food. A fully yeah, it's listed as a fully furnished apartment, but no TV though. I don't need a TV. I contemplated to buy a TV, but I was thinking where am I gonna bring the TV if I leave this place? What if I get another place? I rent another place that has a TV. So what am I gonna do with this one? And also on top of that, if I have a TV, trust me, I'll be watching like Netflix. I'll be like tempted to karaoke and sing. And I haven't watched TV in so long. Except when I was in France, sorry, no, Trinidad and Tobago, because my French ex was working there. And yeah, when he was playing games and watching the reruns of what do you call something with the police, I don't know. He will watch those like over and over and over and over again every single day. And I told myself like can I be with this guy forever? Because long term, because I'm actually getting bored. I'm actually getting bored. And he wanted me to stay next to him while he's playing his game. And he wanted me to sit next to him while he's watching all of the reruns. I was like, and you know what? On top of that, while I was in Trinidad, he didn't even take me out anywhere except for like the grocery store where we were like shopping for food, and even that he's like okay, we're only gonna spend 5 minutes here, so let's make a list, let's go right in and go right out and come right out. And he's so impatient, right? And luckily I have a friend who knows somebody from Trinidad. He's like a very, I don't know, he's like a famous baseball player or something, and he wasn't in Trinidad, but he got his like assistant to bring me out to, to the beach. And if you've seen that video, the sharks in Trinidad, the one where I went to the beach and I had like shark's meat. Only once, only once. I'm not gonna do that again. I feel bad. But yeah, so it wasn't him. He didn't take me anywhere, but he wanted me to stay next to him while he's playing games and watch all the reruns. Like, it's not like he didn't wanna, it wasn't like he was ignoring. He wanted me to be next to him all the time, but in the house. And you're like, what is this? What kind of life is this? This life is about you, you, and you. You don't care. I flew 48 hours to go to Trinidad, and you had me stuck in your house. Then you want to bring me anywhere. To him, that's good quality time. Sitting next to him while he's playing games and watching all of his Netflix reruns. So I was just like, nah, that's not the kind of life that I want. We have to do something. It doesn't have to be every day. Once a week, at least. Oh gosh. Anyways, 1 second, guys. I actually need to use the bathroom. Just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. And I need to drink some water. So thirsty. I drink a lot of water. It's crazy. I think it's a bit too much. And lately, too much coffee. I get so tired. And what gave me the energy to like soldier on is from my coffee. I think you know, it has taken a toll on me. Just pushing myself to keep working. 1 second, let me see. Me too, I drink a lot of water. Runes of Kaizen. I like how your mind works, Chelsea. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in bed now. And you know what? Like some of my friends, I wish I could talk to all my friends like this, but you have to be like extra careful sometimes because some people get sensitive, too sensitive. For example, like I have one of my best friends. She's married but not happy, right? Not happy in a marriage. And she wants to go out, still like have fun, party, and she's, oh my gosh, if she parties, I can't even keep up. Like non-stop every single day whenever she would, like really, really party. I couldn't even keep up. And because she's not happy in her marriage and always wishing she was single, and I'm single, so whenever we talk about something, and I'm just talking about myself, right? I said, yeah, I'm single, so yeah, who cares? Like I'm having fun, like just being single. It's so relaxing when you're not in a relationship. And because when you're in a relationship, it's work. It's work. It's a lot of work. It takes work. It takes money. It takes like time. It takes a lot. It's not easy. So, because there is no such thing where a relationship where you don't have to work with that person you're in a relationship with. You gotta compromise a lot of things. So I said, we were just talking about stuff like that, and she got upset and triggered out of nowhere and said, "Are you trying to say like you're single and you can do whatever you want, and I'm married, I can't?" I said, "When did I say that? When did I say that?" You see how people get things all twisted and they get all triggered, even when it wasn't even in my mind, in my heart, in my anywhere. Like she wasn't in, that she wasn't the reason why I said these things. I was talking about myself. And sometimes when you you say something about, if you, for example, you share your happy news, when you share your happy news, it's going to trigger a lot of people, you know, because when you share your success or your like happy news, they see it as like they themselves have failed while you have succeeded. And you know what? And I've never ever thought that anybody would feel this way, because I don't feel that way. If somebody is successful, happy, share good news, I'm genuinely happy for them. Like, and I wouldn't even compare them to me, to myself. Like, my life is mine, your life is yours. We both are completely different people. Like, but as I grew older, and you hear your best friends backstab you, you hear your best friends talk shit about you, and you hear how deep down they hold a lot of resentments towards you, even though you did nothing wrong to them and you're just doing your own thing. And but they deep down have been comparing themselves with you. And I never knew something like that existed until I was betrayed and I found out what they've been talking about me. That was when I was like, whoa, is this how humans' mind work? Is this how it works? Like, I told you, I'm like, just sometimes is way too innocent. If you tell me, hey, I did this, I did that, I got this, I got that, I'll be like super happy for you. I'll be like, oh yeah? And and I thought everybody is the same way, but it's not true. It's not true. I thought everybody is the same way. I thought everybody would be like me, just genuinely be happy, but it's not true. It's not true at all. It's so different. I don't know. I had to learn all these things the hard way. Chelsea, I want to shoot my shot with you. I hope you consider it. But for now, I have to go to the Renaissance Festival to do readings. Have a good night and fare thee well, my lady. You want to shoot your shot with me? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Wait. Yeah, me too. I would be totally happy for them. Right? Like, this is what normal human beings are, no, or should be. Not be all jealous. And another friend of mine, wait a minute, before I get to that story, Kaizen, what did you mean by that? You mean you're interested in me? I'm not laughing at you, but it's I don't know. I don't even know how you look like. I don't even know how you look like. Um, you're not even here. Oh, another thing that is like my, how would I say? Another thing I would normally say no to, and I see that not really like a red flag, more like what do you call? More like a deal breaker would be if somebody lives far away, like long distance relationship, I don't do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore unless like there's like an actual plan set in terms of, you know, if I'm going to your country or you come into my country, like there's like a proper planning. But for the most part, I try not to. And there's so many guys too who are like foreigners, like in Malaysia, where they want to go on dates with me. And I was thinking, why? You're gonna leave anyways. So I couldn't be bothered as well, especially if they're gonna leave, go back to their country or go to another country. Because I belong also to like a group of like models, and a lot of them are like just in my country for a short period of time. I I don't do that either, so I just don't get myself involved. It's best to not get yourself involved. Don't bond, because the stronger the bond is, the more time you spend with them, the more heartbreaking it would be when it's time to leave, right? So I avoid that at all costs. Yes, I'm interested in you. Let's plan something. Do you know, like, you're not the first person? I rarely even show my face. You're not the first guy who has like proposed something like that. I've had like also a few marriage proposals. It's kind of funny. I'm saying it's funny because like I know you guys hear me talk and everything, but it's not the same when it's like in person, when and I don't even know, like, you guys know how I look like, but I don't even know how you guys look like. And you know what? People, anybody who says like looks are not important, they're lying. They are lying, okay? Like, what do we have? We have eyes. We're gonna see. And I think being a Virgo, I guess, also such a perfectionist, I need to like what I see, and I also need to like how I feel when I'm around you, and also how who you are as a person. If I want to choose any guys who are like, oh, just the kindness, as long they are kind, they treat you like a gentleman, I would have been with so many guys already, like, but nah, I don't want to be one of those people who would always say, oh, looks doesn't matter, blah, 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 blah. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, guys would check out girls, the way they look, check out their body, check out their face. And why can't girls do the same? It's like a double standard, right? Um, the guys always check out, the way the girl dresses, their body, their face. But for a girl, if she was to say like, yeah, I want somebody who doesn't, whom I'm attracted to physically, then she's shallow. And if the girl says, I want a guy who is financially stable, oh, she's a gold digger, so there's always this, anyways. And I'm pretty tall. I'm like 175 centimeter. Don't get me wrong. I have dated like couple of guys who are like shorter than me or about the same age. But not same age, same height. And it really depends on how you know, if they have like good qualities that I feel like, okay, that other part, okay, I won't mind it as much because he has so many other different good qualities that I'm attracted to, then it's okay. It really depends, like the entire full package thing. But looks is important to me to an extent. I'm not looking for somebody who's like a 10 out of 10, but he has to be, in my eyes, attractive, because beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, right? What some of my friends, they don't find my ex-boyfriends attractive, but I find them to be attractive. So anyways, I love your honesty. Thank you. um I don't know. I honestly I do get like a lot of these proposals from my subscribers saying that they fall in love with me, they're in love with me, they want to marry me, all kinds of stuff. And to be honest, I just said no to everybody. No, because it's an online, like it's different. It's online. You know, this is somewhat real, but it's not 100% real. It's not the same. Um, for me, I just don't want to be in a relationship with somebody where first, if it's long distance, second, no, first is communication. If they don't speak good English, it's a no for me because I've tried that, been there, done that, doesn't work out. I guess you have to go through, a slew of people options so that's when you know what you want and what you don't want. But I was open to just trying because I didn't want to be so judgmental or too closed off. But then it didn't work out. Like, communication, number one, is very important to have good communication, especially when they speak in English. They have to speak English. At least 7 out of 10 in terms of their, spoken English. And also the way they communicate, not just the language, the way they communicate, that part is very important as well. If they are like verbally aggressive, abusive, or they're just rude, that that is a deal breaker for me as well. And then I have to be attracted to the person. I can't just, somebody is calling me. If I'm just choosing out of like other qualities other than like if I'm not attracted to that guy, it's not gonna work out because I wouldn't want to be intimate with you, you know? Wait, let me see. Who's calling me? Could it be somebody who's watching? Oh, okay. It's somebody. Somebody. Look. Jesus. This is my ideal guy. First box checked. Okay. First box checked for you. I mean, you mean communication part? That's good. But it's not. It's so much more. So much more. It's a very tricky thing, It's like and it's difficult. It's hard to be like a perfectionist as well. You want everything. Well, I'm not too much of a perfectionist. I've been telling myself, do not even try to be perfect. And this is why you see a lot of my videos these days. Like I don't even have thumbnails for my tarot videos. I even my vlog on this channel, if I'm not speaking eloquently, if I'm not speaking right, whatever, I just let it be. And I don't even over edit it or try to be all fancy and everything. Because the more you try to be perfect, the more you wouldn't get things done. And I want people to see that I'm not perfect, and it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to be human, and there's less stress. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to overthink. If people like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Too bad. Then don't watch, then unsubscribe. What can you say? What can you do, right? You can't please everybody. And are you good looking, Kaizen? I don't have thumbnails on my videos on my channels too. Yeah, the perfect man, Jesus. That's right. The perfect man is Jesus, for sure. Um, yeah, and guess what? That's like looking for a needle in a haystack. As I looking for a needle in a haystack. You know, I'm totally okay with just be single, be alone. I'd rather be able to do whatever I want. I mean, I'm very loyal and very committed once I'm into someone, once I'm in a relationship, but I've done that before, and at the end of the day, okay, I've learned from my lessons, blah, 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 but still, I don't want to waste my time. You know, I'm already so busy. Like, if I if I was to tell anybody, if I was to spend time with anybody, even if it's like my friend or family member, it's better be worth it. Like, I will, that means I appreciate you, or I want to get to know you better, or, you know, like I see it's worth it in some way, shape, or form for me to spend my time with you. Um, like now I feel like it's worth it, you know. My channels are my home, my virtual home. And like I said, there are so many people where so many people I know that I grew up with or I've helped, they've betrayed me. So I find solace in my virtual homes, I guess. As sometimes you guys probably find solace in me because, you know, I post and I tell you guys some messages and things like that. And I think this is like a cool community, I must say. It's like a family, community kind of thing. But obviously, there are also a lot of like crazy people who would say mindless things or who would be super rude. And there are also crazy stalkers and things like that. So I don't really, you know, I gotta be careful. And of course, you can't, you know, if, especially when your platform is open to people watching your stuff, you become somewhat vulnerable in a sense. So it's not gonna be 100%, you know, it's not gonna be 100% perfect. You got the good ones, you got the bad ones. So what can you do? Let me see. So somebody just called me and thumbnails. Yeah, somebody just called me, but you know, I don't know if he's watching this right now. But I'm in the middle of live stream, so anyways, don't know. I always like I just don't like to waste my time anymore. I'm very, very selective with the people I spend time with. Like now I feel it's definitely worth it for me to spend time just chatting, and I wish you guys could like really chat back, like and hear your voices too. But I guess that's not how the platform works. But I can't be giving out my numbers to anybody either because let's be completely realistic about this. No matter what, like I don't know how you guys look like. You guys know how I look like. You guys even know where I live. So don't you think I gotta be extra careful? Are you gonna get a Christmas tree later? No. I used to have Christmas trees when I was living in the States. No. I don't see the point. I mean, I know I'm Christian, but I don't see a point of having a Christmas tree. You guys know, if you've been really watching all my channels, you guys probably would know I'm a minimalist. I'm a minimalist, so this is why, like, I don't own a lot of things. I do have a lot of things still, though, at my mom's place. My mom's house, I have like a room in her place where I'm still paying rental, but I don't live there. I only use it to like store my stuff. Even that, I've gotten rid of a lot of things, you know. And I'm a minimalist. To me, things are just things, they're just material stuff that doesn't hold that much value to me. I'm always, this is why I travel, right? Because I held value when it comes to experiences, even food, you know, people you engage with, rather than things like material things. So I've never been a gold digger. I've never been somebody who you know, would be so impressed if somebody gives me something physical, something like a diamond necklace or gold, whatever branded stuff. I've had those things, like my first boyfriend, and also some other guys who were rich and they were going after me, and they would shower me with gifts, and none of that actually truly impressed me. And in fact, the expensive gifts that they gave me, I treat those gifts like they are nothing. Like, I don't even take good care of it. I'm laughing because it's like, I'm such a, and also I'm so careless with my things. I don't really want to buy too expensive things either because I will lose it or I'll break it or something. I don't know. I guess I don't treasure them as much. Um, because they're just things. I don't get bonded with things like how people get bonded by things. For example, it's like a watch or a handbag, like for a girl. They they form like emotional attachment or bond towards like things, you know, like physical things, and I always thought that's kind of weird because I would never feel bonded to a thing because they're supposed to have a purpose, right? A bag, what's the purpose? Put stuff in there. A watch, what was the purpose? So you can read the time. A phone, was the purpose? So you can use it, you can watch stuff, you can call, you can da da da. So to me, it's more like material things are more like things that have a certain purpose so that it makes your life more convenient. Um, and it will break and it might get stolen. You might lose it. So why form that attachment to things like jewelry? Even jewelry. This guy gave me like a diamond necklace for my birthday. I was like, I had second thoughts whether if I should accept it or not, but I did accept it, and I was like, how old was I? I was like 18 at that time. And guess what? Somebody stole it backstage when I was doing a show, a fashion show. Somebody stole it, but I took it as like a lesson. Okay, next time don't wear anything expensive or jewelry. That's why you hardly see me wearing any jewelry because I was trained for so long, like being a model, to not wear any jewelry because people will steal it, just like what had happened to me. So since then, I got used to just not wearing any jewelry, and it's been like years. And and my glasses, I broke one. Everything, I break things and I lose things, and or people steal them. So I don't form any sorts of attachment on things. To me, it's to be used and be prepared that it will get broken or you might lose it or somebody might steal it. I will form like an attachment or bond with someone, like a person or an animal, like a pet, but not things. Yeah, agree. Okay. Yeah, you travel a lot, right? DLC, are you gonna get... Okay, I can't. My cats break them. Oh. That's good if you don't have attachments. No, I have no attachments on things. My mom does, because she's a Pisces. So she's a water sign. Water signs are so... can be very emotional or very easily, like, attached. Not saying it applies to everybody, but they can be quite sensitive. So when someone is very sensitive, they tend to get themselves very emotionally, invested, even on things. I like my mom. That's why she's a hoarder. She hoards so many things. That's why she got so many things in her house. She formed these emotional attachment to things. I'm like, they're just things. Throw them away, give them away. But she wouldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. I told her, I said, this is a sickness. This is an illness. This is a mental illness. I was just joking, but yeah, I think it is, What is the name of your cat? Must be so cute. I've been contemplating to get a cat. Maybe I'm just gonna be like this cat lady, or a dog or something. I mean, cats, I like both, but I grew up with dogs. Definitely would favor dogs than cats, but I love cats too. But being somebody so logical and practical, if I was to have a pet, some people have pets like it's nothing. For me, I think very far ahead. Like, what if I'm gonna travel again? Who am I supposed to, leave my pet with? Are they gonna be safe? Whoever I'm gonna leave the pet with, my pet with, or... And also thinking about how, for example, a dog lives up to, I don't know, 12 years, 13 years. Human beings tend to outlive their pets. So when they're gone, I'm gonna be so heartbroken. So I'm like thinking about all of these kind of things, and I'm like, nah, not a good idea. Although I'm, definitely an animal lover. I love, love, love animals. In fact, sometimes I feel like animals are way better than human beings. Way more loyal. I think especially dogs. Cats too, depends. Um, Let me see what you guys are saying. Bye, Chelsea. Smile. Oh, bye. Have a good day. Have You're at the festival, right? You're going to the festival. Have a good one, and have fun. Most importantly, have fun. Enjoy the festival. Um, and good luck. I'm very bad with all these wishing stuff. Some people are so good at it, right? The way they wish people, and I'm just so limited when it comes to that. Those flowery words, I guess, comes back to just me being super blunt. DLC, yeah, too hard to travel if you have pets. Yes, for sure. And I don't want to leave my pet with just anybody. What if they're not safe? What if there's an evil person who abuses like pets, animals? Maybe I think I watch too much these YouTube videos with all of these crazy people, psycho people would like do things weird and abuse or do whatever crazy stuff. It can be quite a scary world, to be honest. A lot of scary, dangerous people out there. That's why I'm very picky as to who I connect with, who I deal with. And trust me, I've been betrayed a million times. And this is why I became more shelled in. I hope that's even like a proper word or saying, but this is why I prefer to keep to myself most of the time. And I'm very selective in terms of my friends. I guess through actions, I gotta watch their actions. I gotta see how they behave. And the funniest thing, it's not that funny, but it always comes back to me. If somebody says something bad about me or does something behind my back or whatever it could be, it always comes back to me. Something is gonna happen and I will find out. Even though when I'm not actively trying to find out, like something will happen. Sometimes it's through their own actions. Sometimes it's through somebody else telling me. And I take that, it's like I guess the universe wants me to see. So I'm not too worried about it because I know that through my past, from my past experiences, I'll always find out. It will always come back to me. I'm careful who I let in. I got hurt a lot in the past too. Yeah, protect a lot of crazies out there. For sure. Too many. And there are so many people who want to take advantage of people, There are people who want to take advantage of, some people want to take advantage of you because either they're not doing well financially or because they are heartbroken. People use people to heal these days. When they're heartbroken, they go on dating apps or that they go and, have sex with people or date other people whilst at the back of their mind, they're still thinking about their ex, or it's just like a form of distraction, which I don't think it's good, because what if you just want to have fun or to distract yourself from your heartbreak while the other person actually wants a it's looking for like a real serious relationship. So the goals are not the same, not aligned, but the thing is nobody's gonna say that. Rarely. Somebody might say, some people might like say, okay, this is just like for fun or whatever. And I know all of these stories because of my friends. They all tell me these stories. And but most people are not gonna say, oh, I just broke up, I'm heartbroken, so I'm gonna use you as a distraction. I think maybe 1 out of 500 people would say that. They're just gonna like keep quiet about it and be just deceptive or dishonest about things. And this is why it's so important for me. Every time when I meet somebody new, if I'm like interested in them, I would ask like, when was your last relationship? How long have you been broken up for? If it's still fresh, if they just broken up like fresh, just like it's just last week or last 2 weeks or even last month, I'll be very careful, because there's always a chance of them returning, or they probably just use you as a distraction, or they use you to rebound or whatever. So for me, I need a man who is like free from their exes, from all of these baggages, emotional baggages, past baggages, past people, da 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 da. They need like a clean cut, ready, completely ready to commit, ready for like a real relationship, in order for me to even consider spending time with them. I'm not even gonna go there. Like, too many time wasters, in this day and age. Yeah, when you get close to them, you see the real them, and sometimes it's too late. Yeah. And a friend of mine, I was like, he's that type of person who always likes to, he's gay, so nothing there, but he would always like, if somebody was to tell him their problems, he would always be like pointing the finger at you, saying you're the one at fault instead. He has the tendency to do that. So he asked me, like, my last 8-year relationship, like, if you knew he was this and that, why would you have been with him? I said, do you think that in in the very beginning of a relationship while you're dating, that someone is going to show you their true colors, that that person is going to show you their true colors and tell you all of their imperfections, or their that they smoke weed every single day, or that they play video games every single. Nobody is going to tell you all of these things. It's not a good move, right? I mean, it's not a smart move. The things that you find out, it's like you gotta really find out on your own after living with that person, and slowly, because most people are gonna hide their flaw. They're gonna hide a lot of things, because they want to present themselves as somebody worthy of your time. So as time passes by, that's when you truly know who that person is. And I was slightly offended because I felt like, are you trying to say I'm stupid? Like, like I'm stupid? I'm not stupid. I just got deceived. I just got deceived. And if I knew all of these things, like if I was to still, spend so much time with somebody like that, then I must be blind or I must be stupid, because I'm a very logical person. So I wouldn't have. But there are people who would just be blinded by love, right? But I'm definitely not somebody like that, because I'm very practical, and I will calculate everything, like in my head. I will remember everything you've done. I will remember everything that I will keep score, basically. I'll keep score. Even with my friends, like friendship wise, I keep score in my head too. Okay, when this happened, you did this, you did that. I'll keep score because I'm still evaluating, I'm still like evaluating you as a friend, if you're worthy of my time. Because, you can only be somebody like this, like to keep score, if you've been nothing but a good friend. Like for me, if I'm in a friendship, I really treasure you as my friend, I would do a lot for you. I'm that kind of person. But now I don't anymore. Like I try not to, but I still find myself sometimes, like I feel bad and I would do it. But it has gotten better. It has gotten less. um I've become less, I wouldn't say nice, but I'll think of myself first before anybody else. Before that, before this, I would not think about myself first. I'll think about other people first. I try to make them happy first. I try to help them first before I help myself. I used to be like that, but I don't anymore. I just like will ask myself the question of like, is it worth it? No, I don't think it's worth it. Then no. The answer is no. Let me see. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Alright. Oh my gosh, I've been talking for an hour and 44 minutes. Crazy. You know what, guys? I'm starting to feel like I have a sore throat. A sore throat is setting in. I think that's because I'm like, I was feeling feverish, and now I feel like my throat is hurting a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely getting sick. Alright, if you don't see me on my other channels not posting any videos, that's because I'm sick. But thank you, DLC. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I know that there aren't going to be a lot of people coming online. I mean, this is a small channel, right? I only have like 4,000 something on this channel. But it's still, I like, sometimes it's weird because sometimes I kind of like it small because it feels more intimate. I don't know, it's a weird kind of thinking. Um, as a YouTuber, of course you want like a way bigger community. But maybe to me sometimes, this is why I have a few channels, right? I like some of my channels, like if it's smaller, it's okay. Like it feels more like intimate. It feels more like quality over quantity. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, I should go. I want to drink some water and like take some ibuprofen or something for my throat. All right. Thank you for being here. I got a call. Sorry, dad is calling. No, it's okay. Take care. I'm gonna leave soon. Check out the latest vlogs if you want to. Okay, I just posted 3, and tomorrow I'm gonna post one more, cause um it's already in the works. It's already being edited. Well, 90%. It's just a simple edit, anyways. Hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks for being here. I'm losing my voice cause I'm getting sick. Hi, Jess. Hey, you just got in. Oh, you like my chair? Thank you. Thank you. Um, it's actually way more comfortable than my first chair because you can swivel. This one you can swivel. You can adjust the height. And it has more cushion. So yeah, definitely way more comfortable. I'm so glad that I got it. I'm getting tired, sleepy. How are you doing, honey, today? Happy to catch you too. Looks ecstatic. Yes. Have to be somewhat ecstatic. We all like pretty things, right? We all like pretty things, but I'm not too over the top. It just have to be like kind of appealing. Just like if I choose my man, he's gotta be ecstatic in my eyes too. I'm talking all crazy. You had a busy day at work. TLC and get well soon. I hope you're not getting sick. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Jess, I've been on here for like an hour, 47 minutes already. Been talking nonstop. So I'm gonna leave soon. I will try to come on live and just chat like that a little bit more often. Just to keep tabs on everybody. But if not, you see the videos that I post, all the mini vlogs. Do you guys like the vlogs I posted recently? They're simple, because I don't have actually really have the time to do all fancy editing and stuff. Um, so I thought, but I don't want to lose touch though. I want to abandon this channel, so okay, dear, you should get more rest. Yes, speedy recovery. Thank you, sweetheart. You're so sweet. You always, you always leave very sweet, positive comments. I really appreciate it. I love you so much. I love you guys so much. Take care. Bye. Good night.